going to click, and then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click on the other corner, and I'm going to bring that out. See the blue line? The blue line says that is the orthographic projection. And before I click, I want to look up above, and I see that the number is 314.83. Well, that's 315 degrees, I think it is on 90 degrees. Yes, 315 degrees is actually 90. So when I drew that face on that block long ago, early on in this whole tutorial, I wasn't at a 45-degree angle. I was slightly off. Okay, so write down 314.83 so you can remember it, and that's going to help us when we go back to the rotate this back into position. So once you've done that, and you click, and now I want to just ghost the elevation so that I can start to work, and command minus is going to give us the view to look straight in. First thing I see is the elevation appears to be cockeyed a little bit, right? So we simply go up and turn off the model, so we're not working on the model, and make the elevation visible, and then do select all. Make sure that we've only got the elevation and not the model. Come down here to move, and simply click somewhere, a point. Click on a point somewhere. Click on it, and then slide over. And if you look way up in the top there, the ridge, when that comes over and lines up with the elevation, you can click and hold. Okay. Now I still see over on this right hand side the corner falls where it's supposed to, but over on this other side it's off slightly. It's not worth fiddling with for us, but when we drew that box, we were somewhat arbitrary, I guess. So now we want to do that glass opening. So let's go back up to the entry elevation. Let's ghost it. Let's unlock the model. So we're working on the model, and it is active layer, so we're fine there. Get our poly tool. Get our 2D plane, and we want to insert it. Okay. So get some place where you can start. I'm going to start at the top and go down. A little faint green line there knows I'm doing vertical. Come over here. Green line again for vertical. Click. And now C to close. Okay. Now let's just rotate out around a little bit. Let's get our reshape tool. Let's come down here and do a -7 to get the model. All right. Next thing we want to do is a glass plane. So we'll do that with this derive tool. Come down here and get the 3D. We'll come down here perpendicular to surface, and the dimension is 0.25 inches. We want it to be blue. There it is, except it's not blue. Go down, get our paint bucket. Click on it. Now we've got it. Okay. Now we need to do the frame and the doors. So let's just click on the glass. Do Command Shift I to isolate. Let's do Command minus to look at it straight on. Let's go back up here to our derive tools and go down to the 3D wall tool. Let's perpendicular to surface is what we want. Left is fine. Wall width. Let's make that 3 inches, and let's make the height 5 inches. This is a big glass wall that needs to have some strength. So then once we got that all set up, we just come in here and simply click. And of course it's made it blue because that's what we left there. So go down here to, I usually make the mullions white. So go down here to the paint bucket, go up to the frame. Okay, now we've got the outside one, so we need to do a similar one across. We can do that with a single line. Come down here, and now you see the gray checkerboards on there, so showing us that that's what we're drawing on. And come down here at some point. and when that green appears, click, and we want to go right straight across here and click, and it is a 2D line. Oh, we had it inserted. We don't want to insert anything. So we want the 3D wall, left 3, 20, wall width and height 5 inches. 5 inches. Okay, we'll start again. All right, and come across. When it gets over there, we will snap to it. Now there should be something similar here at this where the door hinges. Here, the center between the double doors, and then here again. So there should be another one going vertical. So let's got that tool. We're still doing the same thing. Let's just go in here and click, and okay. For some reason it's not okay. There's the red line right there. Okay. All right. So now I could draw that again, or what I'm going to do is I'm just going to simply duplicate this, and I'm going to come up here, move tool. I'm going to select this multi-tool here. I'm going to say 2 copies, and I want to divide distance, and I'm going to come up here into the center of that thing, and I'm just going to come over and click where I think that should be, and that's that. Command S to save. Now we're going to get this rectangular tool. We're going to go over here again to this hollow wall. We're going to make, now usually the doors are 5 inches, the stiles around them are 5 inches thick, and the height is going to be 1.5 inches thick, the doors. And we're going to come down, get in here close again. We're going to come up into the corner, click and hold, and we're going to go down here to the center of the door there, and now you see on the bottom of the door is actually thicker than the sides and the top. So we just hit enter, and then go to our reshape tool, and zoom in here so we can see that plane. Go back out to elevation, and then simply drag it up, somewhere where it's supposed to be, and we have our door. So now select the door, go down to the move, go to the mirror, go down on the bottom, go down on the top. You've got your door. Get your selection tool. You got one door selected. You got the second door selected. Go back and get your mirror tool. Zoom in real close to the center. Okay, we got a little gap there, but that's not going to show it to anybody. We're going to simply come up. The green line says we're vertical, and trust it, because now you've duplicated your doors. Okay, so boom, we are done with that. Okay. Command Shift R to return to your model. Now I should have rotated that back first. I'm going to do undo. See if that'll take well, silly me. I'm going to select the box and the glass and the frame, the box, frame, vertical, door, style, door, get out a little bit, got this frame up here, I got that door there, and I think I got the glass. Okay, so now if you remember, the corner that I was rotating around was this corner right here. So let's go get our rotation tool, go up here and click on this, and remember this was our angle where we... Okay. Let's... I don't want to make any copies. So I'm going to turn the copy off. I want to rotate it around in this the ground plane, and so we go back up to that corner that was our basic reference corner. We're going to go out here to this other corner because that was our reference when we rotated it out initially. And now that we've got an object we can work on, this is a perfect place to do it. Now, just to confirm, if you go up and you look up at the angle, you've got 45.17. Well, if you were to take our 314.83 and add 45.717, you'd get 0 or 360. So that is where our orientation needs to be. Do you follow? Hopefully. And so now we've rotated that back into position. And it looks like we've got an extra door. Okay, I didn't select that door when I rotated it back. Now I'm not going to bother with it. I'm just going to simply get my tool here. I'm going to select it. I'm going to delete it. I'm going to select that door, and I'm going to go isolate. And I just want to make a copy of it across. So I'm going to come down here. I'm going to get my move tool. I'm going to hit the option key. No, I'm going to make a copy. So I'll come down here. I'm going to go click here. That's just a matter of the plane. So I hit the command key to change the which way it wants to go. Come over here and tap on that. I know I've got it. Command Shift R. Okay, and we've got our window wall where we want it. Major change. Control S to save. Okay, this is a good stopping point for today. Okay, we should both be about the same stage of the model at this point. So now we're going to put this porch on, and there's a couple of windows and doors that are associated with it. So do Command minus to get into the front elevation. Command minus. And let's get in here a little closer and see what it is. Okay. He's got a couple of columns that come up. He's got this solid section underneath this gable roof. So what I'm simply going to do, because I've already made the slab down on the bottom, is go get my object tool, select that, go to the move tool, and we're going to duplicate that slab up. So we'll just pick a point in the center there and slide up to, where is it, right about there. Okay, and what we'll do is we'll bring it, thicken it up to that point, and we'll do that excuse me, with the reshape tool. Come down here, go back to front elevation excuse me, and go up to that point. Okay. Now the slab, we know the slab is going to go, the roof is going to go all the way and intersect this other roof. So what we need to do is we need to bring, because we're going to use the top face of this piece to create our roof. So come up here and get your reshape tool, go down and click on that face and go back in, and I don't know, go back into the center point, just to make sure that the roof does intersect it correctly. And then come down here, go to your roof tool, and check that your settings are the same. 7/12, gable, plumb cut, 6-inch fascia height, 2-foot overhang. And then simply go down and click on that roof. Okay, now this is something that this little tool right up here underneath where you selected gable, where it says short ridge on rectangles, you want to unclick it to reverse the angle of that. And then let's go ahead and make it the correct color. Okay, now you know how to fill that space up, so I'm not going to talk, I'm just going to do it. that section there. Correct. Wall color. Now, he's got little columns here. I don't know how big they are, but we're just going to simply get our rectangle tool. We're going to draw a solid, and we're going to do it dynamic. Okay, so we're going to come down here on the slab, and I'm going to click into that corner, and then I'm going to go over to the other corner of his column where he has it. Click it, and then I'm just going to bring it up here to there, and don't know what color those are going to be, but we'll leave them wall color. We're going to select the column because we're going to duplicate it over to this other corner, and we're going to come down and get our mirror tool. Make sure that duplicate is on there. Make sure we're on the right plane, the base plane. Come over here, find the center point, and come out on the yellow or green line until it clicks, and then we've got the column. Okay. We're gonna do something to these columns to make them look a little bit better, and he also needs some kind of detail across here, but we'll go there later. Right now we're just going to go ahead and do Command minus to look in, and he looks like he's got it's almost like a double solid door or something or other there. So anyway, so let's get our tool and select the back wall on the model, and let's isolate it, and let's get our rectangle tool, and let's get a 2D plane, and we want to insert. So we're going to go down here, and we're going to click where this window opening or the hole in the wall is. Click here and here, I guess. That's one. Now we know we can duplicate that opening once we make it, so we're not going to draw the other one on the left hand side. Over here to the door. Click down, back up here. Now you take your Option Command key and rotate out a little bit so you can kind of see it in 3 dimensions. Get your reshape tool, come down there, click, push back, type in -7. You don't have to put the inches in, it's just -7. -7.